Hi everyone, welcome back to World of Might, the Pirate Chronicle, and today we've got issue number 5 of the Harry Potter chess collection. Now, I've been really excited for this issue because this apparently is a magic floating pen. So, yeah, I'm assuming that there's a magnet somewhere in this pen because it's got to obviously float in midair. So it's either like a negative and a negative magnet. Now, as you know, with a magnet, if it's negative and negative, it's going to pull away. So I'm wondering if that's how it's done, but we'll have to wait and see. So lovely picture there of Robbie Coltrane, who plays Hagrid there in the movie. And I'm not going to keep going through these pages because it just seemed, I have noticed with all the other magazines, it just seems to keep going through how you play chess and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just skip through. You do tend to get a lot of these flyers in the earlier issues, but here it tells you just how to obviously end a game on chess, and it's quite unique. It gives you the level stage. So yeah, I think that's probably a new section there of stuff, but you can read this obviously if you're able to obtain a copy for yourself. This collection unfortunately is long gone, and I can probably guarantee that it won't be making a comeback. So yeah, I'm quite lucky to have this. So in here we've got the magic floating pen. You've learned all about chess notation and how to write down the moves that you make in all your games, but what's the best thing to use to write it all down? Well, it's easy, a pen. And it says here, straight from Hogwarts, the School of Wizards, this amazing pen simply floats in the midair when not in use. So we'll have to put that to the test. And then obviously coming up in issue 6 is another white pawn with an explosive power. So yeah, so let's get into the package because I'm really intrigued by this. I cannot understand how this works and I'm super excited. So this is the big blister pack that it came in, as you can see, and we'll get this out. Now I'm hoping, I've got a feeling this has some sort of case on it, but I don't really know how it's going to operate until we get further into this pack. So lovely colours on it. The blue and black goes really nice. So yeah, fantastic. So let's take a look in here. I can see it looks like it's in a casing here. So, oh, or maybe not. Wow. No, it's not. Okay, so more to the mystery, people. How does this pen work? Wow, this is something very interesting. Now I can see that the pen is separate from this device. Oh wow, did you see what happened there? Yeah, oh my god, oh wow. Okay, this is really interesting. As I pulled that out, I felt like some magnet going on, but as you can see, this pen, I'm intrigued because it's so nice. You wouldn't want to use it because how would you fill the ink up? I don't really want to break it, but I think there's some sort of magnet in this because it's quite heavy. But as you can see on this is plastic, but it's obviously, it's got to have a magnet in it. There's no other way this could float without it. And as you can see, there's a bit there. If I was to just go like this, okay, not a very good start, but okay. Oh, Wingardium Leviosa! I'd love to do that. Now, it's a bit of I don't know about this. I think they're being a bit cheeky here, because as you can see, if I was to go like that, it gets stuck. So if we put that there, it's not, as I'm going like that, it's pushing it away, because you can see it's like, that's not me doing that, it's pushing it. But if I put it there, it gets stuck, right? But as you can see, there's a hole in it. So I'm assuming what happens is you just put that in there and it just holds it up. So you can see it lifting on this side. You can see here, it's sort of like gripping towards one end. So I'm very intrigued as to how this, there we go. Woo! Oh, wow. Yeah, the slightest move. So what we can see is it's a magnet mechanism, yeah, because if I go like that, it grabs it. But then also it's something to do with this. I think this acts as like a leverage. So as it's trying to magnet, it grips it there. And then if you very carefully let go, it's floating in midair. Now, what I have noticed is it doesn't seem to do it. If you was to do it like that, it's going to suck onto it. So yeah, it won't do it without this little plate thing here, but very carefully. That is fantastic. That is, oh wow, that is something very, very magical going on there. Now, obviously at this stage, I tried to turn this, but there's no way of, it doesn't seem to be any way of replacing that ink. So as much as I would love to use this pen, I don't think we can replace the ink once it's done. But let's just see whether we can use this bit of card here, see whether it works. It feels quite nice to write with, actually, a nice chunky pen. So let's put hello. So yeah, that's because, I'll tell you why that is. It's because it's like cardboard. So let's try this. So put hello. Okay, so the ink is already dried up here, but we don't know, as I said, this is an extremely old collection, so we don't know how long this seller has had this in the packaging for. So obviously if heat gets to a pen, it can dry the ink, but it's obviously got some ink in there. But we would just need to, I think it's had its time with the ink, but we would just need to figure out how to open this up to replace it without it. I don't know if we can, or maybe we can just yank that out and then put a new biro up to it, but unfortunately I don't think we're gonna be able to replace the ink in this. With normal pens you can just unscrew here and it'll just come out, but unfortunately it doesn't look like this is gonna work, which is such a shame, because sometimes you can go like that and it will make the ink come down. But yeah, I think it's, as you can see, had its time there. But in overall, I'm happy with it because it's like a prob. So once again, we just pop that there, and if we just, it's got to be a specific way. I've noticed when the logo's there, if I do it that way, it sort of tilts. But if we put the logo to say just around about the top, it seems to float from there. Because as you can see, if I was to pass this through here, you can see it passes under it. So yeah, very interesting pen. In some respects, I feel like it does struggle a bit and perhaps there should have been something there, but I think this is very cleverly done. Absolutely fantastic. But it's so cool. I've never seen a floating pen before. That is, yeah, wow. This is a really exciting issue. It makes you sort of think what other sort of pieces are there in, because obviously this isn't a chess piece, so they must, I think what they might do is they might just chuck in a few sort of you know, special ones that are not chess pieces but like as souvenirs. But I can't stop playing with this. It's such a fantastic look. It's just like my new gadget. I love it. It's just brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It's the sort of thing you want to see it like appear on a magic show, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, gutted that the ink don't work, but that is issue number 5 of the chess collection, brought to you by Harry Potter. Now I've got other issues and they will be up on the channel very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't got this collection for yourself. Unfortunately it is discontinued, however you can get them through Vinted, eBay, and you know, wherever. But I am actually, one of the things I'm after is the you know, that prancing horse. I want to get one of them because I've not been able to get one of them yet, so hopefully that crops up soon. But thank you for watching. Please remember to tap the notification bell and subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.